Alright, what up? Peace, peace, peace. Just want to come back with another video, man. Yeah, it's a little quick history. I think you're gonna go. Frank Miller, this is original 300. I touched on this in the past, but I was kind of watching the class. I was talking about with a brother of mine, of like, because he was of the, of about getting the understanding of locks. Did we actually have locks? Did our ancestors, our forefathers, have locks in back in the day? And I will shout out to after doing some like little scriptures, start looking at the scriptures, watching, I want to shout out what's called to Sakari and GMS. I watched some of their videos, and they actually on this topic. They went in on the what's called what's called they went to the Hebrew on it, and the scriptures and precepts on it, and the history on that. Well, yeah, the history of it, you can say. Yeah, man, that's why it's good too. Also, even still, I'll be honest, when I'm still unsure about certain things, I might ask some certain brothers, in the Discord. I mean, certain brothers I know personally, certain brothers, in the Discord app I'm in, or watch certain videos on it too, man. Always helpful, man, for me, because I don't know everything, of course, man. This is constant journey, man. That's why we're students of Yahweh, students of Christ. Like, this is like this walk, man. It's really like going back to school, man. I'm trying to remember the scripture and wisdom of Solomon, man. For the life of me, I was looking for it for a while. But I couldn't find it. I was reading a few months ago about how wisdom of Solomon says basically, learning the knowledge and wisdom, understanding of the Most High. Learning wisdom, man, is like going back to school, man. Like learning the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the Most High. It's like going to school again, man. But anyway, I want to get back into this, man. But because I want to get into this because now it's learned, because shout out to them too for going into Hebrew, because Samson pretty much, and the rest of our forefathers, we really didn't have what they call nowadays dreadlocks. We just had it was braids like this. So it's and this is what I want to get into, because like I touched on in the past. Now the Spartans, they were y'all could watch the video on that I did about the Spartans. They kind of originated before. They were one of the sector of Israelites that left before the Exodus, because there was a sector of Israelites that I think of Dan and Judah that left before the Exodus, and they later on became the Spartans, man. So, and the Spartans, they traced their pretty much that's how they kind of got started. But the Spartans, they traced their lineage back to Hercules, pretty much talking about Samson. So, and I say that to say, because this is how they really wore their hair. If you look at ancient depictions of it too, I think I have it on the thumbnail of one of my videos that I did about them. They had braids. So one would think too, because if they had their hair like this and they traced their lineage back to Samson, what they call Hercules, but Samson, then that means Samson pretty much had braid hair like this, pretty much, man. So, yeah, man. So that's really it on that too, because if that's why it helps go into secular history. But yeah, these were Danites and mixture of Judah, the whole 300 too. So yeah, they did, and this was the whole 300. I was going to touch on it a little bit again. It took place, I think, during Esther's time. If you look at the biblical timeline, the whole the battle of Thermopylae, it took place during the time of Esther, in Mordecai, took place around that time, because I think the Persians were in power during that time, but they were yeah, I'm just gonna get into those scriptures real quick. Yeah, I might get that. No, I might get that too. Let me grab that. I might get that too. Let's grab Judges real quick. Let's grab Judges real quick. Hold on. Judges chapter 16, verse 19. It says, and she made him, it's talking about Delilah, just as the account, and she made him sleep upon her knees. She called for a man, and she caused him to shave off 7 locks of his head, and she began to afflict him, and his strength went from him. So, yeah, man, this is with Samson and Delilah, of course, infamous account. And yeah, so those locks, if you look at it in Hebrew, it's actually just braids. Just talking about braids. I wish I had a picture. So let's get into a few other scriptures. Go to a Song of Solomon real quick. Hold on. I'm trying to hold this. Let me Song of Solomon real quick. Okay, yeah, so where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it? Where's it? Yeah, I want the I think is it 5? From the yeah, here you go. Is it yeah, okay, yeah, Song of Solomon chapter 5 and 11 says his hair his head is as fine gold, his locks and has locks. No, his locks, I'm sorry, I'm gonna read this again. Song of Solomon chapter 5, verse 11. And his head as the most fine gold, and his locks are bushy and black as a raven. So yeah, Solomon had like cornrows like braids too, because yeah. So yeah, so if you look in the I forget I got it on my phone, but yeah, so it's really, if you look at it, it's talking about braided hair, like like cornrows pretty much. Let's get this in Judith too, because our people really didn't like have that. And plus too, like the whole like locks, dreadlocks thing, I never really like care for the look. It's kind of, yeah. Yeah, let's get Judith real quick. What's that? Where I want? She pretty. Yeah. Hold on, y'all. All right, I'm back. Yeah, here it is. Yeah, Judith. Oh snap. Judith chapter 10, Judith chapter 10, verse 3. And she pulled off the sackcloth which she had on, and put off the garments of her widowhood, and washed her body all over herself. I'm sorry, I'm gonna read this again from the top. And Judith chapter 10, verse 3. And Judith chapter 10, verse 3. And pulled off the sackcloth which she had on, and put off the garments of her widowhood, and washed her body all over with water, and anointed herself with precious ornaments, and braided the hair of her head, and put on the tire upon put on a tire upon it, and put her garments of gladness wherewith she was clad during the life of Manasseh her husband. So yeah, man. See, it says braiding. She braided her hair. So Judith even braided her hair. She had braids. This is before she's about to kill Holofernes. It was just about that. And as you read on, and verse yeah. Actually, I'm gonna read this too. It's nothing new on the sun, man. And she took her sandals upon her feet, and put about her bracelets and her chains and her rings and her earrings and all her ornaments, and decked herself bravely in the Lord the eyes of the men that should see her. Yeah, Judith was bad, man. She was bad, but she knows how it says decked herself. So like our women, our people, we been like wearing chains and bracelets and jewelry and stuff like that. And it says we say it even to this day. I'm decked out in this, decked out in that. So we've been wearing jewelry and stuff like that, and chains with the rappers and stuff like that. We've been wearing that stuff since the ancient world. So nothing new in the sun too. Just as a little aside, but notice that it says she braided her hair. So we braid a lot. So we see nowadays our people with braids, especially me growing up like during the 2000s, when like that, those braids, like we've been had that, like we've been had that, like Allen Iverson, AI, Michael Vick, even to braids, stuff like that. We've been always having that. So Samson, Solomon, Judith, they had braids. So that's kind of what that's talking about when it's going into locks. Also, in Peter says, well, not just the braiding of the hair or the I'm paraphrasing. Y'all know the scripture. So yeah, man. I just want to touch on that because I was talking about that with a brother a while back, man. Yeah, man. I was just talking about that with a brother. Did Samson, had braids? I mean, did he have locks or did we have locks? That's just something that we wore. Not that it's important, but I just wanted to touch on it because sometimes on topics like this, uh, it's very interesting too because it's part of our history. So and it's written in scripture. So but it's not salvation based, of course. But it's like we have it's part of godly discourses. So yeah, man. So peace.